Most riders think any bike can hit 100,000 miles with proper care. But what if I told you that the majority of motorcycles on the market will nickel and dime you into bankruptcy long before they reach that milestone? Bikes that look bulletproof in the showroom, but turn into money pits before you even pay them off. In this video, we've got the 15 motorcycles that actually last forever, ranked from number 15 to the ultimate number 1 based on mechanical longevity, owner retention, and real-world mileage reports. And trust me, some of these picks might shock you. From engines with fatal design flaws to models discontinued everywhere except America, most bikes are riddled with hidden weaknesses that'll destroy your wallet and leave you stranded. And here's the kicker. The number 1 bike on this list is so indestructible that owners routinely report over 200,000 miles with nothing more than basic maintenance. Stick with me to the end, because this isn't just a ranking, it's a buyer's guide to bikes that become family heirlooms. Miss this, and you could be stuck with a beautiful machine that won't survive past warranty. Number 15, Yamaha V-Star 250. Starting our list is the Yamaha V-Star 250. This entry-level cruiser runs a 249cc V-twin that's designed for one thing, not braking. The engine operates at such low stress levels that mechanical failure is almost unheard of. Riders regularly clock 50,000 to 60,000 miles on these bikes without major issues. The V-twin configuration delivers smooth, predictable power that never pushes components beyond their limits. It's not fast, it's not exciting, but that's exactly why it lasts. The simple air-cooled design eliminates coolant system failures, and the minimal electronics mean fewer sensors and modules to fail. There's no complex computer system to diagnose when something goes wrong. No expensive dealership-only repair procedures. Just straightforward mechanical components that any competent mechanic can service. For new riders or anyone wanting a lightweight commuter that refuses to quit, the V-Star 250 delivers reliability that punches way above its displacement class. Number 14, Honda Rebel 500 and 1100. The Honda Rebel series represents modern cruiser engineering done right. The Rebel 500 uses a parallel twin platform shared with the CB 500 lineup, which means it benefits from years of refinement and a massive parts supply chain. This engine has been tested across multiple Honda models, and every weak point has been engineered out. The 500 offers exceptional fuel efficiency and maintenance intervals that make ownership almost effortless. What makes the Rebel platform special is Honda's approach to component sharing. When you use the same engine across multiple model lines, you benefit from economies of scale in production and a wider network of mechanics who understand the platform intimately. The parallel twin delivers linear power that's perfect for both new riders, learning throttle control, and experienced riders who want predictable performance. The engine never feels stressed, even at highway speeds, which directly translates to component longevity. For riders wanting more power, the Rebel 1100 steps up with a larger engine while maintaining the same core philosophy. The 1100 uses a version of Honda's Africa Twin engine, which is already proven in adventure touring applications. That's serious credibility. Both bikes feature accessible service points, predictable power delivery, and components designed for high mileage use. The low seat height and neutral ergonomics mean these bikes work for riders of virtually any size. And the cruiser styling appeals to traditionalists, while the modern engineering appeals to pragmatists. Number 13, Royal Enfield Bullet 350. Here's where things get interesting. Royal Enfield completely rebooted the Bullet 350 in 2023 with their new J-Series engine. This 349cc single-cylinder design strips away unnecessary complexity and focuses entirely on durability and simplicity. The air oil-cooled setup means no radiators to leak or water pumps to fail. The engine operates at low RPMs, which reduces stress on internal components and extends service intervals. Royal Enfield learned from decades of building single-cylinder motorcycles. The J-Series represents the culmination of that knowledge, taking what worked from previous generations and eliminating what didn't. The result is an engine that produces adequate power for real-world use while operating well within its mechanical limits. This isn't a bike you thrash through canyons at redline. It's a bike you cruise at 60 miles per hour knowing the engine is barely working. Now, before we continue with number 12, if you're serious about making smart buying decisions and avoiding expensive mistakes, hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down the bikes that truly last versus the overhyped money pits. Number 12, Yamaha TW200. The TW200 is proof that unchanged engineering wins the longevity game. This bike has used the same 196cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine since 1987. Think about that. Nearly 4 decades with the same core design because it simply doesn't need improvement. The TW200 survives because it's never stressed. The engine tops out around 55 miles per hour, which means it's never working hard. There's no 6th gear, no complex fuel injection systems on older models, no ABS, no traction control. Just a carburetor, an air-cooled engine, and massive balloon tires that make it nearly impossible to get stuck. The genius of the TW200 is that its limitations are its strengths. By modern standards, it's underpowered and crude. But those characteristics mean the engine operates at such low stress levels that internal wear is almost non-existent. The big balloon tires, 180 millimeters wide at the rear, provide flotation over soft terrain and stability on pavement that belies the bike's small size. The high ground clearance means you can ride over obstacles that would stop most dual sports. Riders use these bikes for trail exploring, camp transportation, and off-road adventures where complexity is a liability. The mechanical purity means anyone can work on it. There's no fuel injection to tune, no oxygen sensors to replace, no complex emissions equipment to fail. Parts are cheap and plentiful. You can find TW200 components at virtually any motorcycle shop, and the aftermarket offers everything from performance upgrades to camping accessories. Number 11, BMW R1200 GS, air-cooled models only. The BMW GS line is the global icon of adventure touring, and the Boxer engine design is legendary for field repairability. Those exposed cylinder heads mean you can perform major service without tearing apart the entire bike. You can adjust valves, replace spark plugs, and even pull the heads if necessary without special tools or lifting the engine out of the frame. This accessibility is invaluable when you're thousands of miles from the nearest dealer. The shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance, which is a massive reliability advantage for high-mileage riders. No more adjusting chain tension every few hundred miles. No more cleaning and lubing in the rain. No more replacing stretched chains and worn sprockets. The shaft drive is sealed, maintenance-free, and lasts the life of the bike with nothing more than occasional gear oil changes. But here's the critical detail most people miss. You want the air oil-cooled models produced up to 2013. The hex head and cam head versions are bulletproof. These engines have been refined over decades and proven in the harshest conditions imaginable. When BMW switched to liquid cooling in late 2013, they introduced serious mechanical risks. There was a global recall for fork tube separation on water-cooled models built between November 2013 and June 2017. That's a safety-critical failure, not a minor inconvenience. Fork separation means potential loss of steering control, which is catastrophic at speed. Number 10, Yamaha Tenere 700. The Tenere 700 uses the same CP2 parallel twin engine as the MT-07, which immediately tells you everything about its reliability. This 689cc power plant has been refined across multiple Yamaha platforms and proven to be nearly indestructible. What makes the Tenere special is how that engine is packaged for adventure use. The chassis is rugged, the suspension is tuned for off-road abuse, and the bike handles everything from highway slabs to rocky trails without hesitation. The engine's 270-degree crankshaft delivers V-twin-like power pulses, which means smooth, controllable power delivery even in technical terrain. This isn't just a gimmick. The uneven firing order provides better traction control in loose surfaces because the rear tire has time to grip between power pulses. The cross-plane crankshaft design also reduces vibration, which means less fatigue on long rides and less stress on frame components and bodywork. Valve clearance checks are specified at 24,000 miles, which is a direct indicator of the engine's mechanical stability. That interval is unheard of in the adventure segment. Most adventure bikes require valve checks every 6,000 to 12,000 miles, which is expensive dealership labor. The Tenere's extended interval means significantly lower cost of ownership over the bike's lifetime. Number 9. Suzuki DR650. The DR650 is what happens when a manufacturer refuses to fix what isn't broken. This bike has been virtually unchanged since 1996. Same 644cc air oil-cooled single-cylinder engine. Same basic carburetor setup. Same simple, accessible design. And that's exactly why it lasts. There's no complexity to fail. No fuel injection sensors. No liquid cooling system. No advanced electronics. Just a tough, overbuilt engine that tolerates abuse and keeps running. Riders praise the DR650 because they can fix it themselves with basic tools. The carburetor can be cleaned and adjusted without a computer. The air filter is accessible and replaceable in minutes. The oil changes are straightforward. There are no special tools required for basic maintenance. This is the kind of bike you can keep running with nothing more than a decent toolkit and a service manual. Parts are cheap and universally available. Because the design hasn't changed in decades, the aftermarket has had time to develop comprehensive support. You can find everything from performance upgrades to reliability modifications to comfort improvements. The parts supply chain is deep, which means even obscure components are available without expensive dealership back orders. The engine operates at low stress levels, which means internal wear is minimal even after 50,000 or 60,000 miles. The single-cylinder thumper produces solid low-end torque that's perfect for off-road work and loaded touring. It's not fast in a straight line, but it's more than adequate for real-world riding. The upright seating position provides excellent visibility and control, and the bike's narrow profile makes it easy to maneuver in tight situations. Number 8. Kawasaki KLR650. The KLR650 is the most famous dual sport on the planet, and for good reason. Its 652cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine has survived everything from global adventure tours to war zones. Military contractors and humanitarian organizations have used KLRs in some of the world's most hostile environments, and the bikes keep running. The design is deliberately simple. This is a bike built to be maintained by riders with limited tools and even less access to parts. The KLR's reputation is built on real-world testing in conditions most bikes will never see. Riders have taken these machines through deserts, jungles, mountain passes, and everything in between. The bike handles fully loaded touring, off-road trail riding, and daily commuting with equal capability. The upright seating position and generous fuel tank make it ideal for long-distance work, while the rugged construction means it shrugs off drops and impacts that would total more delicate machines. But the KLR has one Achilles heel that you absolutely must address: the balancer chain adjuster, known as the doohickey. On pre-2008 first-generation models and 2008 to 2021 second-generation bikes, the factory spring in the adjuster is weak. If it fails, the chain tensioner stops working properly, and metal fragments can enter the oil system and jam the oil pump. That's a catastrophic failure waiting to happen. Complete loss of oil pressure means rapid engine destruction. The fix is simple and well documented. Replace the stock part with an aftermarket one-piece adjuster and torsion spring kit. This modification costs around $100 and takes a few hours, even for novice mechanics. Multiple companies make quality replacement kits, and the installation process is straightforward with plenty of online tutorials available. This is mandatory, not optional. Every KLR owner should address the doohickey before putting serious miles on the bike. Number 7. Suzuki V-Strom 650. The V-Strom 650, lovingly called the V-Strom, uses the exact same bulletproof 645cc V-twin engine as the SV650. That engine is legendary, and wrapping it in adventure touring bodywork creates a bike that handles almost any riding situation. Long-term owners describe the V-Strom as the most versatile and reliable machine they've ever owned. It commutes, it tours, it handles light off-road, and it does all of this without complaint. For maximum longevity, target the second-generation model starting in 2012. Suzuki made significant improvements to the chassis and engine management that year, enhancing both performance and durability. The V-Strom 650 is so respected for its resilience that it's frequently grouped with the KLR650 and DR650 as one of the few bikes predicted to survive any long-term scenario. It's not the most exciting bike to ride, but it's the bike you trust when everything else fails. The V-Strom is proof that boring equals reliable, and reliable means you never sell it. Number 6. Honda CB750 Nighthawk. The CB750 launched the superbike era in 1969, and its inline-4 engine became legendary for toughness. But for modern ownership, you want the later RC42 Nighthawk 750 produced from 1991 to 2003. This version keeps the classic air-cooled 750cc inline-4, but adds DOHC design and refinements that make it more practical for daily use. These bikes regularly exceed 100,000 miles without major engine work. The real challenge isn't the engine, it's age. Over decades, rubber seals, plastic components, and cables degrade simply from sitting. What saves the CB750 is Honda's exceptional commitment to vintage parts support. Honda provides better long-term OEM parts availability than almost any other manufacturer, which means you can systematically replace age-degraded components and keep the bike running indefinitely. For engine health, classic CB750 owners recommend 20W50 oil instead of thinner modern oils, as 10W40 historically caused premature wear of piston rings and valve guides around 50,000 miles. The Nighthawk isn't fast by modern standards, but it's a bike that becomes part of your family. It's the motorcycle equivalent of a cast iron pan, simple, tough, and better with age. Number 5. Yamaha FJR1300. The FJR1300 is a sport touring workhorse with a 1298cc inline-4 engine designed for sustained high-speed use. This bike is built to eat highway miles, and it does so without mechanical drama. Riders routinely report over 180,000 miles on these machines with nothing more than scheduled maintenance. The inline-4 delivers smooth, powerful thrust across the entire RPM range, and the shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance headaches. For long-term ownership, focus on second-generation models from 2004 onwards. Yamaha refined the engine and addressed early issues, creating a platform that's essentially bulletproof. The FJR handles daily commuting, weekend touring, and multi-thousand-mile trips with equal ease. It's not a lightweight bike, and it's not designed for off-road adventures. But if your riding involves highways, twisty roads, and long-distance touring, the FJR1300 is a bike you can trust for decades. It's over-engineered in the best possible way, with components designed to handle high annual mileage without failure. This is a bike you buy once and ride for life. Number 4. Suzuki SV650. The SV650 is a legend in the motorcycle community, and for good reason. Its 645cc liquid-cooled DOHC 90-degree V-twin engine is described by riders and mechanics as bulletproof. This bike has been on the market since 1999, and owners consistently report that it runs forever with basic maintenance. What makes the SV650 unique in 2025 is that it's still sold in the United States despite being discontinued in Europe due to strict emissions regulations. That means American riders have continued access to a globally proven design without the added complexity of modern emission controls. The parts supply chain is massive, mechanic familiarity is universal, and the engine has been refined over decades to eliminate every weak point. The SV650 handles commuting, track days, weekend rides, and beginner learning equally well. It's light, agile, and delivers strong, usable power across all RPM ranges. Riders who buy an SV650 often keep it even after upgrading to more powerful bikes because it's simply too useful and reliable to sell. It's the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. Number 3. Honda ST1100 and ST1300. These sport touring machines are built with one purpose: logging massive miles without braking. Both models use Honda's legendary V4 engine paired with shaft drive, creating a powertrain designed for sustained high-speed cruising. Anecdotal reports of over 250,000 miles on these bikes are common, often with minimal major repairs. The ST1100 ran from 1990 to 2002, while the ST1300 continued from 2002 to 2012. Both are exceptional, but the ST1300 offers more modern refinements. The V4 engine is smooth, powerful, and nearly vibration-free, which reduces mechanical stress and rider fatigue. The shaft drive means no chain adjustments, no lubrication schedules, and significantly lower long-term maintenance. These bikes handle interstate travel, cross-country tours, and daily commuting with equal competence. They're not as flashy as modern sport tours, but they're built with a level of mechanical integrity that's rare today. If you want a bike that disappears beneath you on 1,000-mile days and never asks for more than oil changes, the ST1100 or ST1300 is the answer. These are bikes that become lifetime companions. Number 2, Yamaha MT-07. The MT-07 is a masterclass in achieving performance without complexity. Its 689 cc two-parallel twin engine is legendary for being tough, efficient, and powerful. This engine has undergone years of real-world testing across multiple Yamaha platforms, and every flaw has been engineered out. The mechanical advantage of the CP2 is its high-volume production and simple design, which accelerates reliability refinement. Riders routinely report over 100,000 miles on the MT-07 with nothing more than oil changes, chain maintenance, and occasional valve checks. And here's the proof of its durability. Yamaha specifies a 24,000-mile valve clearance check interval. That number is a direct technical validation of the engine's mechanical stability and minimal wear characteristics. Most bikes require valve checks every 6,000 to 12,000 miles. The MT-07's interval is double or quadruple that. The engine uses a 270-degree crankshaft that mimics V-twin power pulses, delivering smooth, predictable power while remaining compact and easily serviced. The MT-07 is light, nimble, fun to ride, and absolutely refuses to break. It's the bike that does everything well and lasts forever doing it. Number 1, Honda Goldwing GL1800. The undisputed champion of motorcycle longevity is the Honda Goldwing GL1800. This touring behemoth uses a 1832cc flat-six engine that's over-engineered to a degree that borders on absurd. And that's exactly why it lasts. This engine delivers smooth, effortless power with virtually no vibration, which dramatically reduces mechanical stress on every component. The shaft drive eliminates chain maintenance entirely. Every system on the Goldwing is designed for sustained high-mileage use. Reports of Goldwings exceeding 200,000 miles are routine, and some owners have documented over 300,000 miles without major engine work. The Goldwing isn't a bike you thrash through canyons or take off-road. It's a bike built for one purpose: covering massive distances in absolute comfort without mechanical failure. The GL1800 generation, introduced in 2001 and continuously refined, represents the pinnacle of Honda's engineering capability. It's expensive to buy and expensive to maintain, but the return is a motorcycle that outlasts everything else on the road. The Goldwing is the bike you pass down to your kids. It's the bike that racks up mileage most riders can't even imagine. It's the ultimate forever bike, and that's why it's number 1. So those are the 15 bikes that truly last forever. But here's the flip side. What about the motorcycles that look great but turn into disasters? If you want to avoid expensive mistakes, check out our video on 17 motorcycles that scream bad decision, where we break down the bikes you should never buy.